Welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining us today. Before we begin, we'd appreciate your support. If you found this message helpful, please like it, subscribe to the channel to stay updated, and share it with anyone who needs a boost. Now, let's get started. There's a hidden law of life that most people overlook. What you ignore is just as important as what you focus on. If you ignore time, it slips away. If you ignore your habits, they won't change. If you ignore the right path, you'll stray from it. And straying seems easy at first. There's no pressure, and it requires no effort. But over time, the cost will be far greater than you imagine. Now, consider this. It's not one big mistake that's holding you back. It's those small moments of carelessness that are holding you back. The moment you say, "I'll do it later." The moment you choose comfort without thinking. The moment you postpone what's truly important. These moments accumulate, and they shape your life as much as the effort does. Now, listen carefully. You don't have to solve everything today. It's enough to notice one thing, one habit, one pattern, one action. Then change it. That's all. That's how you set your course. There's another important concept. Energy follows action, not the other way around. Most people only act when they're ready, but action is what generates energy. Even if it's something small, once you start, your focus increases, your mind becomes clearer, and it becomes easier to continue. Now, let's talk practically. Avoiding difficulties might make you feel comfortable in the moment, but it increases stress over time. Taking on small challenges early makes life easier later. Avoiding challenges makes everything feel like a burden. So don't wait until problems escalate. Tackle problems while they're small. Now, think about your daily life. Not the big goals, not the long-term plans, just your daily routine. Everything is defined within it, because your life isn't built on plans, but what you actually do. Another important thing is to learn how to keep your promises to yourself. Not the big promises, but the small ones. I will do this today. I will finish this. I will keep going. Then do it. That's how you build confidence. And when you trust yourself, everything becomes stronger. Remember this. You don't need external pressure to move forward. What you need is inner resolve. Another important point is how quickly things change when you persevere. Not instantly, but change comes faster than you imagine. Because when actions are consistent, progress accumulates. Each day leads to the next. Effort leads to results, and things start to make sense. Now, let me tell you something important. You don't need to hunt for motivation. What you need is to build a structure, a simple routine, a clear direction, something you can stick to even when you don't feel like it. This eliminates hesitation, eliminates overthinking, and makes the work easier. Now, think about your focus. Where do you focus your attention each day? This determines the outcome. If you're constantly distracted, progress stalls. But with a little focus, things start to move. Remember this. You're not stuck. You're simply repeating the same thing. Repetition can be positive or negative, so choose what you repeat. Another important point is learning how to keep progressing steadily even when nothing seems exciting. Because not every stage is enjoyable. Some stages are quiet, some are slow, some are boring. But real progress is built precisely on these stages, without fuss, without pressure, just with consistent effort. Now, let's think about your future again. Where will you end up if you keep doing things the way you're doing them now? And how will your path change if you make one small change? Herein lies your power. Change doesn't come from knowing more. It comes from doing more of what matters. You can hear the best ideas. You can understand everything clearly. But if nothing changes in your actions, nothing changes in your life. Now think about this. Action creates proof. Every small step shows you that you can move, that you can follow through, that you can improve. And that proof builds confidence faster than anything else. Another important idea is learning how to move without needing perfect conditions. There will always be something missing: time, energy, clarity. But waiting for everything to line up keeps you still. Working with what you have moves you forward. Now let's talk about something simple: limits. Not real limits, the ones you assume, the ones you repeat to yourself. I can't do this. This is too hard. This won't work. But those are just thoughts, and thoughts can change when your actions change. Now remember this, you don't need to remove all doubt. You just need to move with it. Another important idea is how progress builds strength over time. Not just physical strength, mental strength. The ability to continue, the ability to stay focused, the ability to keep going, even when things feel slow. And that strength becomes part of you. Now think about your habits again. They don't need to be perfect, they need to be consistent, something you can repeat without thinking too much. Because when something becomes a habit, it becomes easier to maintain. Now let's talk about something important: ownership. Taking full responsibility for your actions, not blaming time, not blaming situations, just asking one simple question: what can I do next? That question keeps you moving. Now remember this, you always have a next step, even if it's small, even if it feels simple. Another important idea is learning how to stay focused when progress feels slow, because slow progress can feel like no progress, but it's not the same. Slow still builds, slow still moves, slow still works. Now think about your future again. If you stay consistent, things will change, not suddenly, but clearly. And when they do, you will see that it came from small actions repeated over time. So keep going, keep showing up, keep building, because what you are doing right now matters more than you realize.